Let's go.
What's up, everybody? I'm Taylor. Welcome to the Taylor James Lifestyle Show. We're going to just bullshit about comedy today. We'll keep it short. But as we close out 2023, I just kind of wanted to bullshit about the comedy specials that I really loved from this year. It's kind of unfortunate because there is a special that's about to drop that hasn't quite dropped yet, and it's Dave Chappelle. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Dave Chappelle will probably body every motherfucking comedian in the world like he does on a fucking annual basis. Dave Chappelle's the GOAT, man. He's the fucking best there ever was, dude. At least that's my opinion. Have your own opinion, but as far as my life and my perception of comedy, I've grown up with Dave Chappelle in watching him on Chappelle Show, movies, Half Baked and shit. Like, grew up watching his shit from the time I was a kid, and to see just how amazing he is and how much he's honed his craft. I think it's just such a beautiful thing. I love the art form, comedy. It's probably one of my favorite art forms next to like music. I just love the art form, and I'm 100% sure, I have no doubt, Dave's will be a fucking killer special, but it drops, I think, tonight or tomorrow night. New Year's Eve, whatever that is. I don't even know what fucking day it is. But, so, the comedy specials that I have seen this year that I really, really loved. So, first and foremost, Shane Gillis. Beautiful Dogs. Incredible special. Incredible. Shane Gillis is a fucking comedic genius, dude. He's just a fucking ruthless comedian. I love his style. He is the dog. He's the fucking man. I think Foxy's snoring. Talk about a beautiful dog, you know what I'm saying? She's a beautiful girl. Right, Foxy? Just kidding. She's pretty ugly. Just kidding, Foxy. She woke up for that one. So Shane Gillis also does a podcast, right? Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, which is fucking hilarious. It's my favorite podcast, comedy podcast, that is. That'll be for another episode. I want to share my favorite podcasts with you guys and explain why they're my favorite and what value they bring to my life. So hopefully you guys will be able to find some value from them as well. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is my favorite fucking podcast of all time, comedy-wise. It might just be my favorite podcast of all time. It's fucking hilarious. But anyways, so Matt McCusker and Shane Gillis do that Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. So Matt McCusker also came out with a special this year that was fire. It was Matt McCusker, Speed of Light. And like in the intro, he's rollerblading. Now, I believe Matt McCusker's is on YouTube. Shane Gillis' special is on Netflix. And then next I'd have to say Mark Norman. Mark Norman's special. And honestly, Shane Gillis and Mark Norman probably have tied, or they're tied for second in my perception. But Mark Norman is one of my all-time favorite comedians as well. He's fucking hilarious. Such a goofy, like, he seems just like such a natural-born comedian, I guess. Like, just a funny motherfucker, man. And he's dedicated to his craft, and it's been really cool to see him grow and really become famous and well known for his craft. That's, I think, my favorite part about the art form is to watch guys with, pure dedication for the craft go, through bullshit, through hard shit, and through cancellations, through like very, very challenging things in life, and overcoming that and ending up in a place where they have $1 million specials, or I don't know about their finances or anything, but I'm assuming they're all doing pretty damn good. At least like Shane Gillis and Mark Norman. I know Shane Gillis got canceled a while back, and it just boosted his fame, which was pretty incredible, and I'm super happy that happened to him. I really don't think anybody deserved it more than him. He's incredible, comedy-wise. and he deserves to be well known for his craft because of just his skill level, and I think that's fair. But Mark Norman also does a podcast called Tuesdays with Stories, and it's Mark Norman and Joe List. Joe List is also a great comedian. He also came out with a special this year called Enough for Everybody. Really great. Joe List is a funny motherfucker too. It took me a while to adjust to, I guess, his style, but I listened to their podcast Tuesdays with Stories, Joe List and Mark Norman, and I love Mark Norman and Joe List. It took me a little while, but I fucking love Joe List too. He's great, and his special Enough for Everybody was pretty fucking funny. That one was on YouTube. I think I just looked a little bit ago. It had 76,000 views, which is fucking incredible. Another special that came out, and these are, I'm not gonna like put them in tiers or anything, and like who's better than anybody. These are just all my favorites from this year. Another one that came out that was fucking incredible was Ari Shaffir's Jew, and fucking incredible, dude. Just such a good, well written, well performed special. Really enjoyed Ari Shaffir's backdrop or like background set or whatever you call it. It was like 1,000,000 candles, and that was like it. It was just the coolest thing. And he's a funny motherfucker in general too. It's kind of funny. I don't know if anybody's watched or heard Protect Our Parks on JRE, but if you haven't, better educate yourself. They're out on, I think they're out on Protect Our Parks number 10 now. And it just gets better every time. But that is Ari Shaffir, Shane Gillis, Mark Norman, and Joe Rogan, and they're just the dogs, dude. It's the best podcast ever. But obviously, I like those guys, all three of those guys a lot, and they're all buddies, of course. I'm trying to think. I like Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer a little too. You know, I'm not super big on either of them. I don't think I've watched either of their specials. I like their podcasts a lot. You know, I don't listen to them super frequently. I just respect them as respect their craft, and what they're doing for comedy, I think is really cool. But I believe they both came out with specials this year. Stavros Halkias came out with one, Fat Rascal. That was fucking funny. I wasn't sure if I was going to really like Stavi's style. I hadn't really gotten into his comedy until his special came out. It came out. I was a little weary. Killed it, dude. Incredible. He did so good. He got on the Joe Rogan Experience. You know, it's pretty cool to see. Again, I love to see these guys grow and these guys hone their craft and really become something. You know, and especially for comedy, I think that's probably the most inspiring thing to me is that, you know, what an outlandish dream, right? I want to become a famous comedian that gets paid lots of money to like be funny. I mean, how outlandish of an idea, right? And I'm sure the majority of people that become comedians and chase that dream, you know, they probably get told before they make it that you're crazy, you're stupid, why don't you get a real job? And against all odds, these motherfuckers make something of themselves. They push through that adversity and they burn the fucking boats, and they become the people they want to become. And I think that's the most inspiring part about comedy. I look at Kill Tony as a podcast, and I watch Kill Tony fucking every Monday. I am probably the world's biggest Kill Tony fan, but that's for another time. I just like to be inspired by the fact that, you know, there was a dream, there was a vision, and however outlandish it is, they followed through and they chased that dream. And I don't know if you guys ain't watched Kill Tony, you better educate yourselves, because it's amazing to me the fact that people have dreams like that and create shit like that, and it's wild. Kill Tony is insane sometimes, and it just reminds me that pretty much anything is possible. And I think that's the coolest part about comedy and why I love comedy so much. It's helped me heal a lot from trauma. I hate that word, but more so just emotional shit. And like I've used comedy to help process through things, and it's my therapy, really. Next to podcasting, comedy is my all-time, therapy. But it's incredible, man, to see people grow, hone their craft, rough it, through like going around the country touring, going to fucking shitty clubs, and next thing you know, these guys are playing arenas, and that's inspiring to me. And it's not necessarily that I want to be a comedian, but I have some pretty outlandish dreams that I plan to chase, and I'm chasing right now, and sometimes it feels really dark, it feels really hard, and it feels like everything's going against me, and it feels like it's, like you want to quit, but you can't quit, man. And just like any of these comedians, if they would have quit the day before their big break, they would have never got there. And it's just about pushing through and chasing what you want and building the life you want. And to see, comics do it, it's incredibly inspiring to me. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much what I had for you. We'll do a quick recap if I can kind of remember what I just talked about. So we had Dave Chappelle's is dropping New Year's Eve. Gonna be the best. I can already feel it. He's the GOAT. Shane Gillis, Beautiful Dogs, fucking incredible. Mark Norman, Soup to Nuts, fucking incredible. Matt McCusker's Speed of Light, fucking incredible. Ari Shaffir's Jew, fucking incredible. That's the name of his special, by the way, is Jew, just so we're clear on that. I am nowhere near anti-Semitic at all. Just saying. Joe List, Enough for Everybody. Stavros Halkias, Fat Rascal. See, I think that's everybody that I was talking about. Maybe not, but yeah, guys, that's those are the specials that I was really into this year. I watched Mark Norman's special probably 5 times. Shane Gillis is probably like 5 times too. Ari's a couple. I watch them all a couple times. I like to put specials on and just kind of have them in the background, man. I got into comedy heavily, 12 years ago. I was going through some rough shit about 12 years ago. I was living in San Diego, and I would listen to 24/7 comedy radio on iHeartRadio, all day, just every day. It was nothing but short bits, and I was just listening to comedy, man. It helped me heal, helped me get through some shit, and I'm grateful for that. I love comedy. I think it's amazing. I think that it's fucking hilarious when people get mad about jokes. I think that's the dumbest shit in the world, but you don't like it, you don't have to listen or watch. So same goes for this podcast. You don't like it, go on get. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I know it's been a little hectic and chaotic. I'm really caffeinated, and I'm about to go finish my training sesh. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to try to upload more regularly and more frequently, so stay tuned for all that. Victory to everybody. Love you.